Hi friends, welcome to Aisho's DIY. Today we are going to learn how to make this beautiful earrings over here. I really loved it, how the way that it turned out to be. And what I'm going to um, actually use in the for this earrings is this cute findings. This is with stones, cubic zircon stones, even in the top part, and it's really cute. It comes in various colors. Over here, can you see I have three in the gold and three in the silver, two in the black metal, and two in rose gold. I picked up the rose gold thing first. I have a couple of tassels that I want to show you guys to make with this particular finding. So these findings, I bought this from beadpark.com totally for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these findings. I paid only $7. I mean, the money was only $7.57, and it's a great deal in my opinion. It's so pretty. The earrings come out to be very, very pretty, and you can use this as a bead cap as well. You don't have to do tassel per se. It will be very pretty with any bead as such, and I really like it. I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that couple of ways that you can use it as a tassel. I did this in a beaded tassel form. This is in a different format, and we can do a couple more options. So the first thing that I want to show is this, and this is very easy to make and very pretty as well. I'm going to use 11 seed beads here. You can use 15 seed beads also. Even 8 will work, but since this is very cute and tiny, I want to use the 11 seed beads. That works best for this. I think I use the check glass beads, and this one is a garnet color, and I'm using this faceted garnet beads that we got from bargain bead box subscription for the month of January. This teeny tiny bead stand that we got, I'm using those beads as well. And apart from that, I'm using a ear wire. I'm using here in a bright copper. It just matches with the rose gold. If you have rose gold findings, you can use those as well. And also I'm using 20 gauge copper wire. I had a spool. I just cut a length for myself. I straightened the wire and cut myself a couple of inches. It's actually, let's just measure. I just eyeballed it. Let's just measure. It's about 2.25 to 2.5 inch. You can take 2.5 inch to be on the safer side. I would say it's better to have a little bit more than less. And also, first of all, and then we need thread. I'm using wildfire 0.006 inch wildfire thread in a black color. This is what I'm using. You can use nanofill or whichever thread you have available. And then I have a size 12 beading needle. I have thread myself about a half a wingspan of thread. I took one wingspan of thread. I finished this earrings with around a half a wingspan, and I'm sure that this half wingspan is enough for me to finish the other earring as well. So apart from that, we need the regular tools, the tweezer nose pliers, the wire cutters, the round nose pliers, and also nylon jaw pliers if you want to straighten your wire. First of all, what we are going to do is take this 2.5 inch piece of wire and make a loop at about, say, half an inch. Okay, and then I'm just making a wrap loop. This loop doesn't have to be very big, but at the same time not very small as well. But when you wrap this loop, I don't want you guys to wrap a lot. Just a 1.5 wraps is more than enough. And then straighten this wire a bit and snip off this tail right there. If you can, just snip off a little bit more as well. So this is what I have so far. Doesn't have to be perfect. This loop is going to go underneath this finding right here. So we are going to put it right here. So I want you guys to check how far it goes and how well hidden this is, right? So I just want to make sure that this one is nice and right there, and check. So I want it pretty hidden inside. I don't want it to be shown outside. So make sure of that. Okay, once you have the loop ready, and check it once more. I'll check one more time to see if I cannot see the loop outside, which I don't want to. If you want to, you can just make one more loop, a smaller loop if you want to. I'm fine with this. So what I'm going to do now is take my thread. One end I have a needle. The other end, what I'm going to do here is take the other end of the thread and put it inside this loop and tie a knot. You don't have to leave a pretty long tail because we are going to tie knot and put some glue on it and then let it just cut it. So I just need a little bit of tail so that I can make some knots. Just an overhand knot, right over left, okay, and left over right, and then just an overhand knot, okay. And now I'm going to do a surgeon's knot, which is going into the loop twice, once and then twice, so that the knot is nice and thick and sturdy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this short cord and go through this loop one more time. Okay, one more time, maybe like keep it like this, and then go ahead and do one more surgeon's knot. That's about it. Go through the loop once and go through the loop twice. Pretty much that is secure. And what you can do is you can just put a dollop of glue on that. I want to now start threading my beads on. I will put the glue at the end. So now I will take the needle. So how long your tassel you want your tassel to be, that depends solely on how much beads you pick up in each length, right? So I am gonna go ahead and take 27 beads. Okay, this is just like, you can just take 25 beads. It is just like my preference. This is how long I created this earrings with, and I think that, let me measure this for you guys. So this is about, say, 1.5 inch long of beads. So if you want more, you can pick up more. Then you need to adjust the length of your thread accordingly if you're doing more. And also I am doing 10 strands here. If you want to do more, it will be more bulkier. It's totally up to you. For me, 10 is more than enough for this hole, but you can still fit one more or two more in this if you want to. You can squeeze that, but that's also totally up to you. So I'm picking up 27 beads. So 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25, 26 and 27 beads. Okay, 27 beads, and I want to check before I put everything down. 5 and 5, that's 10, and 5 and 5, that's 20, 25 and 27, and then drop it down to your work. Okay, and then pick up so I'm picking up this garnets, right? So these garnets has two colors. Actually, it has a little bit of a shade, but some are very darker, some are very light. So I'm picking up a light one, a seed bead, a dark one, a seed bead, and a light one and a seed bead. So I picked up 3 of the gemstones and 3 seed beads here, and then I picked up this darker gemstone in the middle. It is just my preference, you don't have to do that exactly, and then drop it down to the beads. So now I want to skip all these that I added, the gemstones. I'll just zoom in a bit more so that it's clear for you guys. So I'm skipping these sets of a seed bead, gemstone, seed bead, gemstone, seed, gemstone, and then 1 seed bead. So 1, 2, 3, 4 seed beads. Basically, I'm skipping all of these and going through 26 beads. Okay. Going through all the 26 beads, and I'm pushing everything. If you hold this and then hold it, everything will come together just like so. Can you see that? Here it forms like a circle over here with the garnets. So this is what we want, and I don't want to knot here after every line that I go through, because sometimes it becomes stiffer if I knot. That's what I found. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pass through the loop one more time, and then I'm ready to pick up the next line of beads. So there we go. Then I will pick up 27 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just check as soon as, okay, there we go. So 5 and 7, 2, 3. So 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 27 beads. You can check if you want to, and then pick up a garnet, a light garnet. You can use gemstones. You can use 4mm bicones or roundels, whichever you have available. I'm using this because it's tiny and sparkly and nice. I'm picking out a dark color, then a seed bead, and then a light color, and then a seed bead. So I'm picking gemstone, seed bead, gemstone, seed beads, gemstone, seed bead. So 6 beads all together here, right? Drop everything down, and then now when I'm skipping it, I'm skipping 1 more seed bead here on top of the gemstone, so that it comes as a perfect round. Okay, that leaves 4 seed beads in between. So I'm just going through the 26 beads. Go through all the seed beads and then come back and push everything together right here. There we go. So it's easy to add thread if you want to in this kind of a project, but there is no need to do that, right? Okay, and then go through the loop and make sure you don't make this very tight. You still want the flow of the beads to be nice. So now you are ready to pick up the next row of beads. The same thing. If it is really confusing to you, pick up 26 beads and then I will tell you guys. Now we will pick up 26 beads. 4, 5. Once you do the 5, it's easier to keep count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 26 beads, and then you pick up one seed bead, one light gemstone like 2 by 3 millimeter gemstone, one seed bead, one darker gemstone, one seed bead, one lighter gemstone, and one seed bead. So I picked up 3 gemstones separated by 4 seed beads right here. Okay, and then I bring it down, but I skip all of these 4 seed beads and the 3 gemstones. I skip all of this and go through the 26 seed beads. If it is easier for you to remember this way, you can do it this way, or you can do it the other way as well. So 27 beads and then skip, whichever it is. So, and that also depends upon how long you want your tassel earrings to be. If you want it shorter, you can pick less number of beads. Longer, you can pick more number of beads. It's totally up to you. There we go. There we go. And then don't forget to go through the loop one more time once you come back through the beads. So like this, I'm gonna do 10 long strands like this, and then I will come back, then we will knot and finish up the earrings. So this is the last strand that I am putting in, see here, and then I'm holding this so that I can tighten this up really nicely, and then I will make sure that I go through the loop once. So there we go. After I went through all the beads, so you can see 2 threads here because I needed more thread and I attached more thread. I would say take a wingspan of thread to work with for each earring, not a pair, each earring. So that would be a good one, because I had to attach thread in the middle. So now that our thread is right here, all we need to do is we need to make some knots with the loop. So the thread is coming out of this. You can just go through the loop one more time. Okay, and then so there is a thread loop that you create. You go through the thread loop once and tighten it, and then go through the loop one more time And this time through the thread loop, make 2 passes, just 1 and then 2. That's a surgeon's knot, and tighten that up really nicely, and do that one more time as well. Go through it one more time and one more pass through that loop, same loop, and then tighten that down. So you can come down any strand you want to, just come down a couple of beads, just like so. And then I'm going to make a knot here. How do I make a knot here? Just come around. There we go. Come around and then make yourself a loop, and then put the needle through that loop. Okay, that's wrongly a knot is made. Hold on. There we go. So you just make a loop with this knot and then come around, then go through the knot. But when you make sure that you go through the knot and the knot comes in between the seed beads that you have the thread come out of, otherwise it will create a mess. There we go. This is just added security. And then go through the couple of beads, and then come out, and then you can snip your thread right there. So this extra threads right here also you can snip it off, but I want to put some glue in this, right? I want to put some glue in it, in the knots over here. So take GS Hypo Cement or Beaded bead stringing glue, any glue you have available, and just put a knot here and here, wherever you think you have made a knot, you can put that and let it dry for about 24 hours. But then I'm just going to snip this off after it's dried, but I will snip it off like here for now, so it doesn't get in the way. Let's see, but this is not very good, but you get the idea. After the glue is dry, then you can snip it off very close. And now all you need to do is make sure all this are down. Take the finding, and there is a hole in the middle, so you can put this through, and now it feels like all the threads are coming from this holes and not from inside, and it's full also. Now I shall put one more bead on top. These bead have bigger holes, it just went through the 20 gauge. That's perfect. And then now you can make a lap loop. You can also make a basic loop if you want to, but I made a wrap loop in the other one just to be sure, so I'm just going to make a wrap loop. Keep your pliers on top and bend it to 90 degrees. Reposition your pliers and make a loop. And just push this down because you will have some gap. The wire tends to come up like that, so you'll have some gap. So make sure that you push that down and then wrap it couple of times until you reach the bead. There we go. And then you can snip off this excess wire. Take your needle nose or tweezer nose pliers and just tuck the tail in, and we need to cut this off. If you have a thread zapper, it's easy to zap it out. That way it comes out clean very nicely. And here our earring is almost ready here. Now all you need to do is take your ear wire, open up the loop of the ear wire, and then add this the wrap loop to it and close it. That's about it. Our earring is nice and done. And as I said, you can zap it, or else you can also use the lighter to fire it, but it is little bit, see how it has bulged up. It does that, so I would like a thread zapper to cut it off rather than doing that. But you get the point. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos, at least a couple of videos a week. Thanks so much for watching, and I will leave down the description box below beadpark.com, where I found these findings, amazing findings that I made these earrings with. I will leave down in the description box below. Thanks. And there is also a coupon code just for my subscribers if you want to go and buy it. Thanks so much. Bye.